everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with another Screenwriter's Rant. This one is about Lapsis, an interesting new sci-fi movie about a group of people called cablers. And apparently the cablers, I guess they're a little bit like independent Google Mappers, only they're walking through the woods instead of, maybe they're mapping trails. I don't know. I'm not sure what they do, but you walk through the woods with this sort of cable setup, and you somehow make money. So it's some kind of internet thing, and this guy's doing it because he needs to make money for his kid, and he's got to sleep in the woods. And at first, he's making good money, but then someone figures out that they could just make little robots to do it on their own, and that now he's got competition. Now he's lost his route, and now he's losing money. So it's a little bit like Uber and Lyft and a lot of these services where people, they start out making money, and then somebody starts automating it or making it even more efficient, and then it becomes, and here he is, he breaks the little robot, and I guess, I don't know, you're not supposed to do that. Meanwhile, his kid needs the money for his kid, I guess. Looks like an interesting film. I'm not exactly sure of the physics part of this whole cabling thing, and then there's like an uprising, these about the big tech. So it's kind of cool. I kind of like the premise of the whole thing. It's shot in the woods, so it can be very low budget, because most of it is in the woods. And he's got little. It's a film by Noah Hutton, by the way. He's got little apps there. You deserve a rest. So written and directed by Noah Hutton. I don't recognize any of the actors. No name actors. Oh, that's a shame. Should have gotten like one name actor. That's always good to have in a low budget flick. Interesting. Without knowing exactly, it's billed as a drama sci-fi movie. Without knowing exactly what the app is, I would say this is a whole sort of man versus technology kind of setup. So the first act is probably something like, he needs the money, and then he hears about this thing called cabling and how he can make some cash, quick cash, and he really needs it, so he leaves his son behind to make it. And he asks a bunch of questions, and he gets mostly good answers, but mostly happy answers, if you know what I mean, because they're trying to sell him on it because they need people to do this stuff and make it popular. And so he signs up, he goes through the process, and at first it works out great. And that's like the first act, right? It's working out great. Oh, I'm going to make a ton of money. Then, very quickly, within the beginning of the second act, or the end of the first act, probably, he realizes there's the little machine, and it's stealing his route, or money, or, whatever it is. So now he's got a problem, and he's trying to beat the machine, but the machine goes all night, and he's got to rest. So what do? So he starts setting up little traps for the machine, and then eventually gets mad and just breaks the damn thing and buries it. I don't know, how legal that is, and it probably causes him some complications. And then it's like, oh, you were supposed to make all this money, Dad. Where is it? We need money. And he gets more and more desperate as the movie continues. And, by the end of it, he ends up in this sort of anti-technology movement. Let's see, where is that woman? And he's sort of caught up in it. Lapsis. He's sort of caught up in the anti-technology movement. Oh, in cinemas June 3rd. Thank you. Somebody put a damn date on the trailer. The final ending of it is, I would imagine, is probably, in a sci-fi movie, it's usually a dark ending. It's more dystopia. Instead of them beating big tech beats them, and he's deep in debt and now he's going to be cabling for the rest of his life just to try to break even or something like that. So I like it because it's a modern take, and we need more movies about the now. Okay, I like historical movies too, but like World War II's been done to death. This is about something that's modern and real. I think it appeals to a modern audience. Um, this is what we need. We need more movies like this. So I think it looks good. I mean, for low budget flick, and I think this is pretty low budget. Yeah, it looks pretty slick. I'm gonna give it an upvote. Nice little trailer there. The acting looks solid. Everything looks solid. The apps really are slick, and I think that's important in a movie like this, that the technology look real. The cabling thing, it's I don't know what it is. But it's interesting to me. It's intriguing looking, the way you gotta like just walk up and put the cable in. Yeah, I think I'd go see this movie. I'm kind of excited about it. June 3rd in cinemas. Lapsis. Not even sure what that title means. It's a weird title. But Lapsis. I would totally see this.